7.
Ooh,
7 months.
wow.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's 7 months. Lord, pray for me. Pray for me.
So this is live on YouTube right now, or you upload it later?
We're live.
Oh, okay.
I did this something. Matter of fact, I got a video coming out tomorrow. We did an ultrasound.
Oh,
It was a 4D, so you can see the face. Really crazy.
that's sweet.
Let's do this. So, round up fams. I'm back. Back with April B. Coming from Virginia Beach. April pushes me to the max and wants to make sure she gets all the value for her dollar.
Yeah. That's funny.
Every value. You want me to come to visit with the house, write the contract. Matter of fact, I could come visit the house, negotiate the deal, write the contract up, flip the house, and then just give you the check.
That's nice. I was talking to a friend earlier, and I was like, I think like I'm just that type of learner. Like in the very beginning, like you have to go with me. Like you have to hold my hand. Like that's just how I've always been.
I ain't mad. I'm just well, I do get to give you a hard time, but I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I just want to check. What a check. I get the check. All right, let's do this. So round up April has 2 leads we were going to look at very quickly. One is in the hoodie. Let's work backwards because I want to look at the second one first, April. You sent me the address. Future questions in the chat box for April. She's a mega star on YouTube and new real estate investor too. I scanned you the property information sheet. Matter of fact, let me email you that. You needed that, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Florida Avenue. Let's look at that first. So round up, I'll share my screen since you don't have round up. I'm pulling up a program that I recommend everybody to get. April just got it today. PropStream is a program that allows you to pull comps anywhere in the country. And I put the link. I'm sharing with you the link. I get a small discount. It's in the link in the video description below. And then you can actually get 2 property. No, you get 50 free property pulls too. So here we go, analysis. First of all, let's see where it is. So that's the water there. Okay, so here's 164. So this is like, it's it's still, once again, it's okay. I'm not dying to go over there. Mount Vernon, this actually it's kind of rough over there. I'll put it to you like that. So let's see, we've got estimated value 130. I don't look, April, what I was telling you when we were talking earlier, we don't want to go by what the computer says. We want to look at our own comps.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this thing is crazy. So this is HOA. This is a condo too?
No, it's not.
It says right here, homeowners association.
Well, it probably has a HOA.
Wow. Holy cow.
Not a condo.
Let's make sure. Mortgage information. So they refinanced it, or they financed it 110. Oh, you saw this already, right?
No, where'd you click on? Oh,
okay.
Transaction history. Is that what you clicked on?
I'm sorry. Yeah, let me back up. So we started property details. Then you can go down here, get the comps. But I always go right here first.
Okay.
Always. First thing we want to know. What do you owe? What do you owe?
Mm-hmm.
And it takes time. I used to be, I don't know how you feel about asking, but I remember years ago, I was so hesitant to ask people, what do you owe?
Mm-hmm.
It will take time to do that. I remember my mentor, he would ask it all the time, and I would just be amazed at how he would ask, and people would always tell him.
Yeah.
So Town Bank looks like they default 84,000. They might be behind. Did you find out if they were behind at all?
No.
So it looks like they got a 30-year fixed on this thing back in 2005. So they're 15 years in. But I wanted to show you. Let me share with you. Let me pull this up real quick. I wanted you to understand how amortization works.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this. Let's say they borrowed 110, right?
Uh-huh.
Round up. You got to understand AM tables. See, you're in it. You own a house, but being young and this life, you don't think about that stuff at your age. You know, you're just like, what's my payment? I'm moving on down the street, right?
Right.
But as you get older, you got to understand this stuff. But this is, I don't want to get too deep. This is what the system is using to keep us enslaved. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that. Let's say the interest rate is 5%. It's probably lower. Let's calculate that, right? So I want you to see here. Starting now, so the payment, total payment is 458 plus 132. What is that? 558. Like 590 or something. So close to that, right? But I want you to see here the interest. See how much of the interest and the principal?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot going towards principal, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is $100 a month, and you no doubt notice this on your mortgage statement when you pay your loan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's peanuts going towards the principal.
Right.
So this is your principal pay down, and this is your interest. But look at this. This doesn't even get your $100, right? You don't even get out of the $100, April, for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So the first, let's see, literally for the first 15 years. So let me see. So this loan here starts March 2020, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's go 10 years out. 2030. March 2030. We're still paying more interest than we are in principal. You got me?
Wow.
So you don't necessarily start seeing any really principal pay down to the 15 year. You can see how it kind of starts to flop.
Yeah.
So now we're right here. We're halfway through. So now you have more. After you cross that 15-year mark with a 30-year AM, then you pay more principal than you do interest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I try to tell young people, April, and once again, I'm not preaching at you. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
when you make one or two extra payments, you're cutting off so much interest. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Say you just paid, let's say right here, 107,000, right? Let's say
Mm-hmm.
if you paid an extra $1,000 on your mortgage, you would cut off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you would cut off like from 107,800 to 106,800 is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 payments.
Wow.
Look at all this interest. Look at this, dog. You're cutting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it's like 4 or 5,000 of interest you're making disappear. You're literally making this interest. And when it took me 8 years to understand this concept, which is why I've been able to pay my stuff off down so quick. It doesn't take a lot. $1,000 here, 1,000 there. I promise you, April. It can really add up. But that's not why we were talking tonight. Why you let me go off on my rant?
Good information.
So a little bit goes a long way. See, what people don't realize is if they pay the minimum payment, they stay enslaved. They pay the most interest, and you pay back 2.8 times what you borrow. So look here. This lady has owned this house for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're right there at the point where the interest is going to be less than the principal. So this would be a good candidate for what?
For a wholesale, right?
Well, wholesale, but since the loan is seasoned and everything, it's already been paid down a lot. It's a good candidate for possibly taking over the payments.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe, but we don't know if they're interested in that. Oh man, Douglas Avenue, terrible. So our address is Florida. Let's look at another one on Florida Street, Florida Avenue. See these old houses, 100-year-old houses. See this craziness up in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do it. You don't want to deal with that. You don't. But you're going to wholesale it to the
Mhm.
bathroom. Look how close the shower is to the to. So here's our street right here, right? So this is the street. This is what it looks like. This is just another house.
Pretty
Let's
up.
see. I think it has some MLS comps. I thought I had MLS. There we go. 0. No MLS comps on this one.
So what's the difference between MLS? Okay, okay.
I'm listening.
I'm trying to get my question together. Public record comps and MLS comps. What's the difference?
Okay, public record comps are going to be pulled from the courthouse,
Okay.
from Souls. Like every month they have they have just records where people, you buy a house, they go record the deed, like when you bought your house.
Okay.
But the MLS is going to be more active. But here, apparently, PropStream is not pulling from there. So, you got pre-foreclosures over there, bankruptcies. Some some good leads here too.
So these sale amounts, these are the amounts investors purchase for, or it's a mixture of that and purchasing and rehabbing and flipping or selling again.
All of it's mixed. Now, don't forget, a sale could be a foreclosure sale where the bank took it back. It could be an REO. A sale would mean so much. A sale could mean a lot of different things. So
Mm,
it could be a distress sale, a foreclosure sale. It could be a fair market value sale. So you really don't quite understand. You won't quite know until you pull the house up. So let's look at Bruce Place. Let's go around here and look at our map. The closest one we have here is number 1, Florida Douglas Street.
Douglas Avenue.
No pictures. How did I know?
But number 4 is Florida Avenue. I mean,
Okay, 4 right there. All right. Did we already look at that one? I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one we looked at. That's the back of the house here.
okay.
It's a big old house. 4 beds, 2 baths. But that ain't big at all. 1,400 square feet. Let's see when that one sold. Let's go. See, no, 8. Let's look at 8. See, these are old houses. You can already tell what it's going to look like over there. Everything's old interior, and they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants 90 something.
You said 80 to 90.
Yeah. So what I would do with this one, I wish I could get a picture of this thing. Let me see if I can get it online real quick on Google. Port Norfolk. Okay. So this is right around there. That's probably it.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like a bad area.
Well, as you look at a million houses, see this style here?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, these houses are 100 years old, April. This is against city code. They don't even allow these structures anymore.
Really?
No way. You won't see that type of stuff. See, look how close stuff is right there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't allow that anymore. But you're right. The street doesn't look super bad. It's just in the middle of nothing. I mean, no one's saying, hey, I want to live in Port Norfolk. I mean, no doubt people have to live there, but it looks like the water's down here too. So you're looking right up. Look at your view, what you got at the end of your street.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sexy.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't gonna hold on to it. You're gonna wholesale it, right?
Right.
So we might need to just get him on the phone to see what he's talking about. I really can't give you, to be honest with you, until I know what he owes. We need to find out, Miss Smith or Mr. Smith. Here's the thing: if you feel uncomfortable, always put it off on me, Mr. Smith. I was talking to my committee last night, and you know what? I got these boxes. I always say I got these boxes in your property information sheet, right? I got to check the box, and one of the boxes I left blank. How much do you owe? Just be quiet. See what they say. All right, so let's put down on this one. The action plan is to call him to find out more data about the property.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go over there. He refinanced it, you know. I'll email you that property. Let me do that right now. I'll email you that property information sheet. April, you grinding.
Thank you.
Like young and up late. I'm sending it to you now.
Okay.
So you put the box in there. All right, so we got one more here.
Yeah.
Call him, see what he owes, and just see, you know, at this stage, do you have any numbers he wants? It, man, is it the lowest? It probably will be good for you to go look at it, but I just don't want to. I mean, until we know if they're motivated enough, because let's see the value over there. Let me see what these things are going for. One, look at that. That's sold for 120. That was back in 2006.
Were you back with that, the comparables?
Yeah, I'm just looking on that street to see. Let's look down here. This is on that street, alt 250. That sold last month. That's a 4.2, 240.
Are
So
you
two.
that you're looking at?
What'd you say?
Are you looking at PropStream right now?
Yeah, yep. So this one sold for 214, 240. Florida Avenue. Let's look at, damn, that's a nice looking house. This one sold September.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had it up. Please forgive me. Let me back out. So you can, I just went down here, over here on the right.
Mm-hmm.
You can just see different listings and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So let's go to 222 Florida Avenue. That doesn't have a, oh, that's us. No, is that us?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go 240. My bad. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
240. That one sold. Let's see. This is a 2,700 square foot house. Good gracious, it's a big old house. And it's got a 400 square foot garage. Got me?
Mm-hmm.
So this is way different quality of a house. It's sold for 260. So round up, we're just pulling comps. If you need to get PropStream, I'll put the link to the PropStream. You can get it and get 50 free pulls. It's in the video description roundup. Okay, so you do this. Big old house. Sorry about that. We still tell it's old though. Okay, so that sold for 260. Let's see what else we got down here. 220, 218, sold for 117. This sold for 117. When was this? Doesn't say. Oh man. So this looks more like a house. Something that you have. New carpet. Looks like they renovated this one.
Mm-hmm.
New kitchen. Okay, so we know a brand new renovated house is going for 117. Right? This isn't the best reno, but I wish I could tell you when they bought this one. Let's See if it's on here. MLS details. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. That's last year, March 2019. Oh, it was rented last year, so it must have sold in somewhere between March and now. I don't have an exact date. That's not pulling it up here. Looks like they tried to rent it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see tax information. No, it doesn't say. Doesn't say if they got a new loan either. You know, sometimes you won't get it all. Let's go to the shoot. When did they buy this one? To round up, we're just going over different things in prop stream so we can run some numbers on her deal. 117 last year. Golly, values are going down over there. We'll look at one more in Florida, 218. So for 117 too. Well, that's the same house. 204 Florida. No picture. Usually it'll have a sale date on here, but not coming up. So let's say we get 120 over there. Here's a 3-bedroom. This looks like a foreclosure. Owner is a mortgage company. Probably took it back. Let me look real quick. Total value. All right, so it looks like they probably, we see a number like 116640.
Uh-huh.
That's usually a foreclosure. See right here, foreclosure sale. It says it right there.
Mm.
That was 2017. I wonder why they haven't put it back on the market yet. Oh, that was the one we looked at. So 120 is what they're saying is worth. Yeah, I would say over there 120 is all you're gonna get, April. So we know here's the thing, his 80 that he wants out of the window, right? Just can't do that.
Right.
But find out what he owes, and then I would set a time to go take a look at it. We got to get you used to going to look at properties.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was, I know you emailed it to me.
So
go ahead.
120 that's renovated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's renovated. Let's see here. All right, let's pull up this other one here. You said the lady called you again today?
Yeah, she texted me.
That's nice. You got a connection there. So that is that's the building there?
Yes.
Man, I do not like buildings like that. But see what,
Why not?
I have owned one unit in a building like that. Let me tell you, round-uppers, they do these things called special assessments. Like if they do the roof, say your HOA, let's see what the HOA is. HOA is, oh shit. Look at that. That's why she's trying to get out of it. HOA's killing her. $230 a month.
Mm.
Yeah, this joint is, I wouldn't even waste my time looking at this one. Unless she's going to give it to you. 20-something thousand. You don't want to walk into a 200. There you go. I knew it was something fishy going on here. HOAs can prevent you from renting your house. I've seen that you have to get something called a bylaws before you buy a house in the HOA. Is your house in the HOA?
Yes.
And you got that bylaw packet, right?
Yes.
Big old thick joint, right?
Yep.
Luckily, yours didn't have a rental clause in it, but I've seen HOAs. Anyway, we're done with this. I've seen HOAs like, look, you can't even rent your house. And I've seen them do special assessments on a building. They'll do the roof, $50,000. Then they'll break it down 50,000 by, they'll divide it by how many people live there.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you know, you got a $2,000 special assessment that you have to pay, so we're done with that. Yeah. Tell the lady, look, HOA is 230. Only way I could do this deal is you need to be in the 20s. I wouldn't even go look at this one. I'm glad we saw that. That's really good. $230. Yeah, man, shit. You can't make it cash flow. Even if you have $400 a month payment, April, plus 250, that's 650. I mean, you already. Then you got taxes. That's another 100. Yeah, it's a 2-bedroom. You don't need to be over there unless she's going to give it to you. And if you want me to talk to her, I can talk to her too, see what she owes, and if she'll do a sub 2, maybe.
Anything.
Hmm?
She doesn't owe anything.
So you can't do a subject to. So the other thing you can do is try to do it, see if she'll let us do it on a finance. But we need to get that clear over the phone. So let's go ahead and do a 3-way with her tomorrow to say, Miss Seller, you know what? I would love to buy this house, but at the end of the day, as opposed to me going out to borrow the money, I'd much rather just borrow. Since you already know the property, you know and love it, why not just go ahead and I'd rather just borrow it from you? And they're going to say, what you talking about? Then you can say, well, from time to time, we turn the seller into a bank and we just pay you the monthly payment. I'd rather pay you than pay the bank.
Right.
I'd rather pay you than pay the bank. I love it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. Do not. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to sell this thing. That's why she's calling you, because she's desperate.
Yeah, I told you she already has it listed with a realtor, and she said she's also trying to find her own buyer. So
She grounded.
and she even said, yeah, I'm really motivated, and so I was like, okay, just pass it on to you and see what you say.
Yeah, man. I don't even want you trying to wholesale. See, you wholesale that to some newbie, and then they get locked in it. What happens with these buildings, April? They lose their accreditation for certain loans.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pay cash for it, right, you don't have to worry about anything. But then you got to get out of it. So sometimes they'll lose their conventional. Like a conventional lender won't be able to. Sometimes an FHA or even a VA, a Veterans Association borrower, won't be able to get money on it, and that's how you really get hemmed up, man.
Yeah.
Then they'll say that April sold me that house. She didn't even tell me. I'm telling you, it happens. All right. So we got action plans on this one. If you want to set up this, you can set up a 3-way. Hey, I got my business partner want to talk to you. Just give me a couple of times. We could do a 3-way. I'm just gonna go in for owner financing. The only way we can do this deal, Ms. Smith, I can go into this bill.
Okay. And Florida Avenue, I need to find out
What he owes.
And
Tell him we are interested.
We are interested. Okay. And you sent me the what you call it, right?
The property information sheet. Yes.
All right.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep messing around with this PropStream and try to figure out how to use it.
Yeah. Hook it up. All right.
Yeah. All right.
So look out tomorrow. Roundup. I got 6 weeks till the baby gets here. I did an ultrasound. We went into the ultrasound. That video will come out in the morning. Make sure you hit the bell so you can see my crazy family in there getting the ultrasound. It's going.
You are already busy, man. What are you gonna do with a new baby? What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna be able to get in touch with you.
I'm calling you today from. I'm like, my daughter did a backflip. 1 second.
That's so funny. Oh man.
Gymnastics.
Yeah. He called me while he was at gymnastics practice earlier today.
I'm thankful, April. I'm thankful for people like you that don't give me a hard time.
Yeah.
I don't take on everybody. I'm like, people try to sock it to me. I'm like, I ain't for you.
Yeah.
But the thing is with you, as long as you're moving forward, I don't care how slow it is. As long as you're moving forward, then you are good.
Yeah.
As long as you just keep trotting along. Next thing you know,
it's gonna pick up out of nowhere. I feel it.
Summertime's coming. It just happened. It's always your first one's hardest.
Yeah.
And Westview. Oh my God. It's been a nightmare.
Today, like it's coming up on a year.
Really?
It's come soon. It'll be a year. Yeah.
Roundup. So we've been negotiating a deal with this lender with April's deal. This has been one of the longest short sales I've ever Did she? She sent the email out. Did you get the email today?
Um, I'm slow at checking my emails. I need to go back and look.
Well, I talked to her. I don't know if the broker. So Roundup April has a deal, short sale. We made an offer on it. They approved the short sale 2 months ago. We're going to closing. The appraisal expired. Had to do another appraisal 30 days ago. Now they have to. This stuff takes time, man. Stuff takes time. Thank God I just got 130,000 sitting around waiting. I'm like, who just sits around?
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Good seeing you, my friend. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thank you. Talk to you
All
later.
right. Peace. Rounduppers. April is so smooth. She is smooth. Stop screen. That's all I got. Tomorrow, my video coming out for the ultrasound, and we don't forget we've got Amazon, Target, and Walmart for the baby registry. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and I've got Fund and Grow coming back on tomorrow. We're gonna have a special link to get you some money. Get you some money, honey. They've raised over $1 million from our Roundup family. I've seen the numbers. I mean, some people got over 100,000. They've raised over $1 million from our Rounduppers, and Mike's going to show you how they did it. All right, I'll be tomorrow at 3:30. Talk to you soon. Peace.